Hey there, everyone. This is your science teacher, Mr. West. So this video assumes that you've done the textbook work in magnetism, as well as watched the Bill Nye video in magnetism. And we're going to do a little experiment here that you're going to be doing some writing down for. I've sent home a bar magnet just so you can have that with you, so you can sort of see it, play with it, think about it as we're doing this little endeavor today. You've also received a piece of paper that has some magnets on it, as well as some things to do. And as we go, we'll be going over each one, and I'm going to ask you on that paper to observe what happens when we place iron dust around these bar magnets. And then I want you to draw what you see. You'll actually see this iron dust appear to follow lines where the iron dust will be, and open spaces where the iron dust will not be. And this is a great way to show the existence of a magnetic field and the fact that it follows very specific lines. Now here's a real magnet for you. We have a North Pole and a South Pole. And remember, according to your work so far, you know that north is where the magnetic field's lines come out of, and they go into the south. So when we begin to think about how to put these lines together, we have to include iron dust. Now, for safety's sake, this was one of the reasons why I couldn't send this home, because after all, this is iron shards, and you never know when a little one or dogs might be about. There's definite safety, so you'll be seeing, I'm already getting it on my hands a little bit, and we're going to wash our hands afterwards. So when we take this first one, remember you're looking at the paper that has only one magnet, a single bar magnet, and we scatter some iron dust all around it. Already you can even begin to see those lines begin to occur. But watch what happens when we shake it a little bit. Those lines get really, really strong. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw what you see. Anywhere where there's a line, I want you to draw that. You'll see it makes curved lines. Now I know it's a little bit glommed off on the center. Let me see if I can get some of that off for you. It sticks very, very well. Get it off on this side too. And shake it a little more. So, take a moment, pause the video, and then draw what you see. So as we return, we begin to think about what happens if we have two bar magnets around. Now, so we don't waste, we're gonna reuse our old one. Give it a second to focus there. This one, you're looking at the paper that has two bar magnets, but the poles are opposite of each other. So what happens when there's a North Pole facing a South Pole? And we all know in magnetism, opposites attract. And like repels. So what happens to the magnetic field when you see it with the iron filings? Let's see what happens. Oh, they kind of appeared together there. So if you notice, the iron field, the magnetic fields actually began to merge in the middle. It really is true that those pieces began to magnetize together. Still, one field going in the other way, one field going out. So when you're thinking about drawing these, you do want to think about the direction these are supposed to go. Let's do one more. Pause the video at this point, though, and make the drawing. Again, we're not going to want to waste, so let's just go ahead and reuse what we had. It's awfully sticky. See, they stick together. Watch what happens when they're opposite. Pretty awesome. But we're going to go ahead and separate those apart and then see what happens. Can't get them too close together, they'll start doing weird things. Okay, here we go for the last one where the poles are the same facing each other. Oh, a little too much on one end there. But look at the difference. You'll see here in the middle, they're not connected. They're actually pushed apart. So that is the nature of the fact that the opposite poles attract, the same poles push apart. So make sure to draw each of those. Make sure to stop at the end of each section so you can see it properly and draw the lines there. And that paper is what you'll be turning in for this little experiment. Enjoy the magnet as well. Make sure to keep it away from your cell phones because magnets can do very bad things to the memory of electronics. And we'll keep thinking about how this applies to the rest of physical science. Thanks.